Currently, we're in Ness City, Kansas, population about 1,300. Not much doing in Ness City. I'm on my way to Dodge City. I've never been there before, so I'm gonna go check it out, see what all the buzz is in that area. So I'm at this cemetery, Fairview Cemetery here in Ness City, and quickly gonna visit a grave of Bessie Barker. Very, very sad story. It's a story that's been in my folder, I want to say, for at least 3 years, and I don't oftentimes get to come to this part of Kansas because usually by the time I'm, in the area, I'm in Texas, and then normally it's really cold up here, so I avoid it. So I don't do a lot of traveling in Kansas, but just a quick sad story of a little girl who died walking into the wilderness in search of her mother. It's Christmas time, 1888, and the Barker family from Ness City, they go on over to a relative's home about 12 miles away from where I'm standing. They spend the holidays with the relatives. Christmas happens, gifts are exchanged, food is eaten, alcohol possibly drank. People are having a good time. And a couple days pass, and so by this time now, it's December 27th, 1888, and Alice Barker, Bessie's mom, she goes out to do some errands or something of that sort. Now, 2-year-old Bessie goes up to one of her siblings and says, "Hey, where's my mama?" And jokingly, one of them tells her, "Oh, she went back home." And so Bessie thinks to herself, well, if my mommy went home, I want to go home too. And she sets out in search of her mother. She disappears into the field. Now, nobody's paying her any mind. And so, as the story goes, about 30 minutes later, somebody says, "Where's Bessie? Haven't seen her." And so they start calling out her name, and she ain't answering. Nobody knows, but at this time, Bessie took it upon herself to grab her doll, because she's not going to leave without that doll, and she goes to look for her mother. So they're searching for this little girl for the next few hours until the sun sets. She's nowhere to be found. The next day, they continue to search for this little girl. Again, she's nowhere to be found. Now, Saturday comes, and by this time now, they are frantic in fear. Somebody discovers the little girl's tracks in the snow. It's very, very cold right now here in Kansas. It's probably in the 20s. And so they would continue to search her tracks, but then they lost sight of them. The sun goes down again. The third day, sun comes up, and they discover this little 2-year-old girl. She tried to find, as best she could, some shelter to get away from the cold. And when they discovered her, sadly, she had already died. She died. It looks like she was sleeping. She had put her face in her hands and froze to death. It was so cold when they found her that her body was frozen to the ground. A very old, a very, very tragic story of a little girl who simply was just looking for her mother. And this tore up the entire town of Ness City. Just one of those old, but very tragic stories. And I've been sitting on this story for a few years now, and I'm just coming really quick to pay my respects to one Bessie Barker right here. This is her final resting place, and I figured she would be in the front of the cemetery, and she's buried, well, was buried next to her cousin Nellie right here, and an uncle right here. Now, I'm not sure in what way she's related to this lady right here, but her final resting place, all it says is Bessie. And in the story, it says that she walked 12 miles. They found her body 12 miles from where she left. I don't know if that's true. I find it difficult that a little girl would be able to, much less a 2-year-old, would be able to, walk by herself that many miles. But she survived 3 days in the elements here. And you can only imagine. I mean, even as an adult, if you were to wander out here, even in the summer alone by yourself, pitch black. Remember, guys, we don't really have lights, especially out here at that time. Pitch black. What was this girl thinking? What kind of fear was going through her mind? But the tenacity to try to locate her mother. And she just, unfortunately, she never found her. And the parents, they're buried out in Utah. They moved away later on after this tragic occurrence. So, yeah, terribly tragic story. I can only imagine the absolute fear that was going through this little girl's mind at the time. Okay, guys, I am out of here. I'm hitting the road. I am going to Dodge City, but before we go to Dodge City, I need to make a stop in Jetmore, Kansas. Got a very odd story for my other channel, and I hope that you guys watch that video. It's quite intriguing, to say the least. I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.